All right, welcome, everybody. Welcome, brothers and sisters, to Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Welcome to BWE Live, Google Hangout. This is Black Wealth Empowerment Live. So if that's the platform that you're looking for, if that's the program, the broadcast that you're looking for, brothers and sisters, congratulations, you have made it. You have made it. Congratulations. We're very, very appreciative that you've taken time out of your schedule, time away from family, time away from whatever you're doing. Even if it was just free time for you to relax. We really respect your time. We appreciate you coming here and watching us for this hour of power. Just 1 hour. That's all it takes, right? You to pay attention, you to focus, you to take notes, because this platform is designed to be not like any other platform out there in cyberspace, right? To empower you, brothers and sisters, economically empower you, but not just you, your family, but not just your family. It has to reach and circulate in our community. We're going to talk about that a little later on in this broadcast, but we want to first of all welcome you all for being here. Welcome you for being here. We're happy that you're here. We're on broadcast number 84. 84, brothers and sisters, pressing hard and diligently towards 100. You know, throughout this BWE live broadcast, we've all had certain benchmarks and targets for membership, and we reached them and exceeded them. Benchmarks and target for broadcast, beat them and exceeded them. The next one is 100. Once we get to 100 and exceed 100, brothers and sisters, we will have doubled the number of broadcasts since our last broadcast goal. All right, our last broadcast goal. We want to thank you for being a part of that. We want to encourage you, most importantly, and more importantly, encourage you to come back and bring others. I can just tell you, brothers and sisters, as things intensify in our community, we have to intensify in our push. We have to intensify in getting our message out and getting people in that want to be a part of this message, right? This is going to be one of the last broadcasts that we have where we just going to allow you to come by yourself. We're going to set up a system of accountability, right? System of accountability. We're going to separate the lookers, those that are curious and those that are serious. Why? Because that's what time it is. Brother and sisters, my name is Daryl Muhammad, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. Once again, happy that you made it here to another episode, the 84th episode of Black Wealth Empowerment Live. And thanks to God, I have helpers. I have those that are here to help me promote this message, help us to promote this message, help us to keep this broadcast going until I don't know, until we can't go anymore, until change comes, until we reach the membership participation level that we're shooting for. All right, but I'm not here by myself. I have my beautiful, beautiful sister, your beautiful sister from Columbus, Ohio, your membership coordinator. All right, if you don't know her now, you're gonna get to know her real closely, because she's increasing her activity over there on the membership side, and we're just going higher and higher, brothers and sisters. Why? Because the time dictates the agenda. Sister Brandy, are you there?
Yes, sir, Brother Daryl. I am here live and in action. Once again, welcome BWE members and future members. We are excited that you are here. We're excited that you have taken an hour out of your time to be with us. As we share with you, we are definitely looking forward to you sharing with us as well. Please, members, if you don't already know by now, as Brother Daryl already stated, we are in episode week 84. So for the new members, sign on. Let us know who you are on Facebook. We have an exclusive page. It's Black Wealth Empowerment. Go to Black Wealth Empowerment page on Facebook. Add your name, your website. If you have a website, if you have a business, add that. Add your email address. Add your phone number. Whatever information you want to know, let us know about you. We would love to know, so we can share, so we can do for self, so we can circulate our dollars amongst each other. It is a networking opportunity. It's an awesome business opportunity, and it's definitely time for us as a community to join together. So once again, Very quick, add your name. If you have a business, add your business name, your website, your telephone number, whatever you have. If you don't have a business, no worries. Continue just to add your name again. Add your information, such as if you attend the mosque, if you attend church, if you're in a sorority or fraternity. Let us know who you are, where you come from, because we definitely need to know. Our members are waiting to hear from you. And I'll jump back on in a little bit once we get those members signed in, letting us know who you are. We'll jump back in and acknowledge you. We don't have long on the Black Wealth Empowerment, as Brother Darrell already said. We have an hour of power. That means we're less than an hour out before we are done for the evening. So do it right now. Take the time out and let us know who you are. We appreciate you lots and glad you're here. Brother Darrell, I'm going to send it back to you.
All right, Sister Brandy, definitely go through and vet those that are sitting in the queue. So when we come back to you in about 15 minutes or so, we can go ahead and bring them on and welcome them to Black Wealth Empowerment, private, exclusive, elusive Facebook group. Brothers and sisters, you see the link there below that says live virtual networking. That's a simple way. Just click on that and go there, and sister will bring you on board. And always, those that are already members, go ahead and enter who you are. Put that information in there. You know, we have to get to know each other. Black folks used to be real tight, Sister Brandy, back in the day, right? You used to sit out on the front porch and get to know your families, but we traded in front porches for 2-car garages, right? And we don't sit out there anymore like we used to and meet our neighbors, right? We don't do that anymore. I used to grow up when I was a little boy, I used to stand outside and water the grass for about 30 minutes, right? And then by that time, you had neighbors that pass by and you wave and speak to your neighbors backing out of their garage. Well, we hardly do that anymore. But these social media platforms that God has allowed to be created, brothers and sisters, so that we can come in contact straight around the world, right? The world is flat, as Malcolm Gladwell calls it. So there's no excuse for us not to reach out. There's no excuse for you not to have 10 or 15 or 20 or 100 people that if you send them a text, send them an email, send them an inbox, that they won't immediately respond to your call. That's the goal, brothers and sisters. If that's not happening, then that's a problem, and you have to work on it now, because as things intensify and we get instructions to do certain things in our community so that we can get justice, wrap our necks around injustice and choke it to death, is going to come from your network of people. Network of people that's gonna get a message from you, and they know it's a serious message. It's a message that they have to respond to. They have to act on, not after their TV program goes off, not after they get off the phone from talking to Boo, but right now, brothers and sisters. Black Wealth Empowerment Live, our platform that has been created, that I created and supported by my co-host, Brother Rodney Assad Muhammad, is on his way. He's a traveling man. He's not a Mason, but he's a traveling man. And he's getting into his hotel there in a disclosed location. And he said he's going to join us within the hour if he can go ahead and get set up. But the purpose of Black Wealth Empowerment Live, brothers and sisters, is to raise the economic consciousness of Black people. Raise it past where we are today. Raise it past you thinking $50,000 is a lot of money. $100,000 a year is a lot of money. $250,000 a year is a lot of money. Raise our conscious level up past cars and clothes and jewelry. To raise it up to whereas we have to understand now, not yesterday, more now than yesterday, that we have to make a conscious decision to empower our Black economy. That takes conscious consumers, and it takes conscious entrepreneurs. Conscious consumers and conscious entrepreneurs, brothers and sisters. This platform has been designed, and by God's grace, our intention is to get it out to the hundreds, to the thousands, and to even the millions. See, nothing's impossible with social media. Nothing is impossible as far as reach with social media. And if you can reach the people, then you can do everything else, brothers and sisters. So that's what this platform is about, Black Wealth Empowerment Live. So we can pool our resources. I'll get more into that later, because you saw the title, Justice or Else. No justice, no profits. Whatever we've been doing, brothers and sisters, obviously is not enough. So we have to have the resolve to do more. But see, you got to understand, there's only so much one person can do. Jesus had enough sense to have 12 disciples. Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him, had enough sense to have contemporaries with him. Right? So what about you and I? They got crazy people out there that can get followers and start a cult following. You mean we should be able to reach out to 10, 15 people and say, hey man, hey sister, check this program out. See, what the problem is, Sister Brandy, is we have too many people that we're friends with that shouldn't be our friends. They should be our associate, because they don't have the mission that we have. They don't have the purpose that we have. And they don't have the desire that we have. It doesn't make them bad people. It's just if I'm going east and you're going west and I don't go with you because that's the opposite direction I want to go in, doesn't mean that I don't like you. Doesn't mean you're a bad person. So brothers and sisters, here's what I want you to do. All right. Like I said, we're putting together, and we're going to continue to put together an accountability system here. Because if you're watching it and not taking notes, if you're watching it and you're multitasking, if you're watching it and you're not serious, you're not promoting it, you're not sharing it with the tabs above over and over and over again, because you understand that there's noise in cyberspace. And you have to break through the noise. Sounds like babble, a whole bunch of noise, right? And you have to break through you don't break through that with 1, 2, 3, 4 tweets or posts on Facebook, right? Especially when Facebook has an algorithm that helps them to determine what gets seen on what news feeds, what feeds and stuff. See, so they can control what your friends see and how many of them see it, because you didn't pay for that. They're trying to put the paid ones up there first. But if you just tweet and post and hit those tabs each and every, time you hear a good idea, you have to learn. We have to become influenced. We have to have people that we know and be a part of their circle. They're a part of our circle. Then that'll really be one circle of people that we say, hey, we need to take this thing to another level. Hey, you need to get on this broadcast. Brother says, here's something real simple. I'll swing it over to Sister Brandon so she can announce. See, let us know if there's, any of y'all following the instruction. Are you just doing it the way you want to do it? We ask you to put your name, what city you're from, your affiliation with church, mosque, fraternities, sororities, what business you're in. Put in there your URL, your web address. If you're not an undercover agent, then don't be so secretive. Let people know who you are. What kind of business is quiet or secret other than an undercover business? So brothers and sisters, get excited, because BWE is constantly, by God's grace, taking this thing to the next level. This is private. See, that's what you understand. It's private. When you get in a group, it's private. And this is even a private invitation. If you've gotten it, it's because one of the members, you're friends of one of the members. See, so it's not an advertisement like on Facebook, a sponsored ad, and it just goes out to anybody. Anybody that comes by invitation, that's a private invitation from one of our members. So even if you're watching this for your first time, you got here by a private invitation. So you expect to get productivity higher out of private organizations than you do for this that you invite to the general public, because then anybody comes, right? Anybody comes. But when it's private, then that's something totally different. Those are people who are committed to the extent to be a part of something private. So here's what I want you to do, brothers and sisters, before we swing over to Sister Brandy to find out who's there. You see those tabs above? It's time to pay it forward. That's right. We're part of a giver's economy. See? And you need to be a part. If you're going to be a part of this, you're going to be a part of a giver's economy. Okay? If you're going to be part of this, you need to give. It's not till it hurts, until it helps. Till it helps. So hit those tabs right above. You see them? Go ahead and hit it right now. Facebook like, Facebook share, hashtag BWE Hangout, BWE Hangout. We are live. Join us. Right? And before you send it, just cut and paste that. Hit Twitter, dump it in Twitter, and send them out. Instagram, Pinterest, G+, whatever you have, brother and sister, send that out right now. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to send that out twice right now. Back to back. Boom, boom. Right? Like a combination punch. Boom, boom. Send it out twice. And every time you send something out, send it out twice. That's instructions. All right? If you hear a good idea or something that makes you say, right? Make you say, wow. Make it say pow and bang like on Batman. Then go ahead and put that in the notes. Put that in the share, in the Facebook and Twitter share. Send it out. Even if it's just, ooh, you missing it. Oh man, this is good. Boy, time you got 20 minutes. You don't have to per se put the notes in there. Put the notes in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. That's where you put your notes. Right? That's where you put your notes. Why? Because your hands are digital recorders to your mind, and a nugget to you might be a breakthrough for somebody else. A nugget for you might be a breakthrough for somebody else. If you've invited people here and they joined, you're responsible for them. You're responsible for them. So any of your friends or anybody that you know that's a member of BWE, you need to reach out to them personally and hit them up and say, what's up? What's going on? You part of the group? You know what I'm saying? When the last time you've been on a broadcast? Right? Oh, you haven't? Okay. You missing some good stuff. Don't beat them up. You're missing some good stuff. I don't know. Maybe you don't need, to understand money better. I don't know. I mean, you joined because you wanted to be a part of it. You're missing out. You're missing out. All right, brothers and sisters, let's swing it over to Sister Brandy. Sister Brandy, let us know who has shared their information and following instructions in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group.
Yes, sir, Brother Darrell. We have some awesome believers, awesome members who have taken the opportunity to share their information and let us know who they are. Let me go down the list. Just give me one quick second. I love my computer. It's so great. We have Brother Mudakai Muhammad, and he's coming from Sendai, Japan. He sends the greetings to the family, and there we go. Okay, here we go. So Brother Mudakai comes from Muhammad's Mosque number 32 in Phoenix, Arizona. And now he actually lives in Sendai, Japan. He's been in Japan for over 18 years, and he graduated from the University of Arizona in 1998. He has a whole list of information, but let's just jump down to the bottom, where he is the founder of Supreme Life University, helping you to live your life more supremely. Brother Mudakai can be found. You can find him on his page, through Facebook. It's Supreme Life University. He has a page and he has more information to share there. His message tonight is mine your greatness out of you. That's his message. He has some additional information about all the different organizations he participates in and etc. Brother Mudakai, we are glad you're here. Give me one quick second. We're going down to Sister Denise Renee Muhammad. She sends the greetings, and she is coming from Houston, Texas. Muhammad's Mosque number 45. And she is a certified life care and wellness coach. And you can connect with her and her group. She has a Facebook group as well, the Self-Care Network. And she inspires you to make healthy lifestyle choices, Once again, that's Sister Denise Renee Muhammad, and she also has a website listed as well. We have Sister Johanna Watson, and she is coming to you from Houston, Texas. Did I say Houston like 2 times? I'm gonna have to hurry up and connect with Columbus, Ohio folks, because y'all ain't jumping on. But that's okay. We're going to congratulate Houston, Texas really quick, and she is excited to get some nuggets for tonight's broadcast, and she is a part of Prosperity Network. She has her website listed and gives you some more information about the MLM leading inbound call center and their hiring and etc. She has that listed for you. So these are the members who are on at this present second who have joined the call. Sister Pamela Kate Muhammad has also sent her information. She's going to be resending that very soon, so you'll be able to find out more about Sister Pamela as well, the sister who was on the broadcast last week. Praise be to Allah. Brother Darrell, at this point, that's all I have. Let me just double check really quick before I jump off and get it back to you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep, that's all I have for right now, Brother Darrell. I'm throwing it back over to you.
All right, all right. Thank you, Sister Brandy. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters, for entering your information in there, because your net worth is determined by your network. Network equals net worth. Here's what I want you to do. To those of you who are here who are watching right now, let's again hit the, not the like, hit the share buttons right now. Hit the share buttons right now. Again, that's right. Again, like DJ Khaled said, another one, another one. Go ahead and hit that, brother and sisters. Go ahead and hit that. You're not going to break the button. And if somebody get tired of you posting, then unfriend them. Oh, that's too serious, brother Daryl. Well, that's why we not free. We afraid to unfriend people who don't support us. What loss is that, right? So go ahead and share, 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 share. Right now, put whatever you want in there. Hashtag BWE Hangout. What you waiting on? What you waiting for? What you doing? Football not on. Basketball not on. What you doing? Right? So go ahead and do that right now. Need for everybody. Right? Everybody is watching. I don't think you can share it on the replay. But if you have a second device, most of us, Sister Brandy, you know, with that song, I mean, a lot of us too old. Plus, we not in urban culture like that. But I haven't even heard the song. I just know they got a song called Two Phones. But anyway, some of you, you know, got two devices, so you can actually tweet on one while you're watching the broadcast on the other. Right? Tweet on one, Facebook on one, while you're watching the broadcast on the other. So throughout, you know, just pull up Facebook and hashtag Black Wealth Empowerment, you know, BWE hashtag Hangout. Just hashtag that. Because see, Facebook now has it like Twitter where you can search hashtags, right? And we're going to start implementing that more and more into our broadcasts, okay? But make sure you have two devices, because we don't want you to have to switch back and forth and try to, we say multitask, right? Because you'll lose some content, use some contact. Brothers and sisters, this is Black Wealth Empowerment Live, the hour of power. This is where we go strong for 1 hour. We used to go strong, Sister Brandy, for 2.5 hours, following the format of my mentor, Shay Brown and Trevor Otts. But they have a little different platform. They have a little different audience, right? They have a little different audience. They have a little different target market than us. So we wanted to concise it down to an hour, because see, action takers don't like to spend a whole lot of time talking. See, action takers, people that's about it and not that they don't talk about it, they be about it. They don't like to spend a lot of time talking. After a while, they get fidgety and antsy, because they know that talking alone won't solve any problem. You have to take what you've talked about and implement it, right? Implement it. This platform here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live, brother and sister, is very, very instructional, right? So if it's a challenge for you to take instructions, then it's going to be a challenge for you to be a member of this group. But if it's not a struggle, then you're going to love this platform. If it's not a struggle, you're going to love what you see start coming out of, and like you've seen already, what has come out of Black Wealth Empowerment Live. See, we're just planting the seeds right now. You know, some Sister Brandy, I'm not a city boy, I'm not a farmer, but I know that some crops take months and months before you can harvest them. You know, I started a garden a couple of years ago when the Minister Farrakhan told us to start, you know, get into farming and things of that nature. So went over to my mom's house and got the 2x4s and made a bed, a garden right there on top of ground, above ground gardening, and planted it. And I love asparagus. Oh, I love asparagus. So I said, I'm gonna plant some asparagus, right? So I planted asparagus and started reading the package, and I had to read it a couple of times, Sister Brandy, and I went to the website because I couldn't believe the harvesting time for asparagus. I looked at it and said, wait a minute. It's sprouting up. The package said 2 years before you can harvest asparagus. 2 years? So I went to the internet. 2 years? I said, well, I'm just going to buy asparagus. I don't want to harvest it and water it and do all that stuff before I can eat it. Right? So I'm not too good of a farmer when it comes to asparagus and waiting for any extended period of time, right? Cabbage is, well, I don't know, 4 to 6 weeks or something like that. But we have to understand that sowing and reaping or harvesting are two different things. And the thing that separates them is time, Time. So as we talk about black wealth, as we talk about empowerment, you and I have to understand, brothers and sisters, it takes time. And during that time between reaping and sowing, planting and harvesting, you and I have to be clear, unequivocally clear, that it takes time. And depending on what it is, it takes longer than other things. But here's the thing that we have to understand, that we have to water it. We have to water it continuously for that period of time. That means you got to feed it. Then you got to pluck the weeds out and stop the bugs from eating on it. So you got to pluck them bad thoughts and stop folks from landing in your brain and dropping lugs in your consciousness that's contrary to the health and growth of what you've planted. That's active work. So a farmer doesn't plant, Sister Brandy, and then sit down and say, okay, I'm going to wait 2 years for that asparagus to grow. I'm going to wait 6 weeks for that cabbage and that lettuce to grow. He better not. He'll be waiting longer than 6 weeks and 2 years because those bugs are coming in and eat it. So these are the things we have to understand. These are life principles we have to understand. They apply to all things living. It applies to black wealth and empowerment. Black wealth and empowerment, brothers and sisters. Second half of this program, we're going to go into the subject matter. Justice or else. No justice, no profit. It's time now to go from picketing to boycotting. More of that later. Sister Brandy, let's go in there and see what the members, the potential members are. Let's go ahead and announce them, bring them on, so our current members can welcome them.
Sure enough, Brother Darrell. Yeah, so right now we have 3 new members. We're excited that they are going to be part of the Black Wealth Empowerment. As Brother Darrell said, this is a closed group. It's not open to everybody. And so once you get in, please feel free and honored that you're a part of the Black Wealth Empowerment, because for sure we are making moves and making it happen. We have Sister Sophia Muhammad, and she is coming from, she lives in Chicago, Illinois, out of Mississippi. And I don't know how long she's been with Black Wealth. No, excuse me. Disregard. She is with us now as a Black Wealth Empowerment member. I was reading something else. We have Brother Reggie Gray. He's also a Black Wealth Empowerment member. We just approved him. And we have Brother Marlon King, and he is coming from Texas as well. He is approved to be one of our Black Wealth Empowerment members. So we already know, members, take the time out to welcome the new members. I'm also in the process of just re-adding, just the information for the Google Hangout, so they know what site to go to, how to get registered. And if you guys just take the time out to introduce yourselves and let them know that they're in the right place at the right time. Brother Darrell already said we are only doing an hour of power. So we're almost about halfway through. We're about to get into the chunk of it. Brother Darrell is about to let you have it. Boom, 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 nugget, nugget, nugget. Pass the information along and drop the mic. Brother Darrell, I'm gonna send it back to you so you can get ready, because our members are just about ready as well. Thanks, Brother Darrell.
All right. Thank you, Sister Brandy. Thank you. Welcome to the new members. And brothers and sisters, take the time right now. Take the time right now and send them each a personal message, right? You click on each one of their profiles, right? It says comment, and just put something nice. Welcome. Have it that you're here. Get active, right? So go ahead and do that right now for the next 30 seconds. I'll give you that time right now before we start going into the content of tonight's message. Go ahead and hit each member's name. Underneath their name should have a comment button. Hit that, put in that, just welcome them. Just welcome them, brothers and sisters. You can't show enough love, right? You can only show too much love to people who are unworthy of love, of your love. You could show them too much, right? And any amount of love might be too much for them. All right? So let's get that straight. So go ahead, brothers and sisters. Go ahead and do that right now. We're trying to wait for our brother Rodney Assad. Hopefully he'll be able to get on in the next couple of minutes. But we want to go ahead and just give it that opportunity to welcome them. And when you finish doing that, which you should be by now, it's time to share again, brothers and sisters. You know what, Sister Brandon, I think we're going to start doing. I'm going to see how we can do this. We're going to start doing every I'm going to have a sergeant at arms. Maybe we get us another sister to be a sergeant at arm, right? That can blow the whistle and let us know every 10 minutes is break time to share, right? Every 10 minutes, like kind of like prayer, right? Every 10 minutes is time for everybody to share. Every 10 minutes, time for everybody to share, and then have them go through and see who's actually done it. We're going to have to put it together, and I'm going to look how to put together an accountability system on our private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Because, you know, every so often, brothers and sisters, I think every 6 months, we don't have a calendar, but every so often we clean out our membership, right? Every so often we clean it out. We have Sister Brandy and the social media flash mob go through and just, you know, see if they've done anything in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group, right? And if they haven't or haven't, but if they have not, right, then we delete them. Now we give them another chance. Sister Brandy, I tell Sister Brandy, you know, reach out to them, encourage them. We have that phase first. But after we've done that phase, which the Flash Mom has done recently, then we'll come back again and clean them out, right? We'll get them out of our system because they're clogging it up. They're taking space. See, we understand here at Black Wealth Empowerment, and you should too if you've been with us for any length of time, it's not in quantity, it's in quality, right? It's not in quantity, it's in quality. It's kind of like, you know, at church, you know, like a pastor. A pastor can have 10,000 members, but only 50 of them tithe. He won't have a church for long, or it probably be at his house. So it's not how big the membership is, right? Membership doesn't do anything. It means nothing. It's what production can that a membership produce. What kind of production comes out of that membership? You know what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? The reason why a lot of us aren't successful in network marketing because we don't understand networking and we don't understand marketing. So when you put together two things that you don't understand, you have a double degree of misunderstanding. And now you don't need a double degree of misunderstanding, right? You need a single degree and then no degree of misunderstanding. See, so social media, we ask you to do, brothers and sisters, it can help you in many ways. But you have to do it. You have to be consistent, and you have to be diligent, and you have to be persistent and consistent, and you have to be unyielding, right? Nothing is given to you of value. It's always something that you have to work for, and you work until you get it. And if you quit along the process, it only proves that you didn't deserve it in the first place. So, brothers and sisters, go ahead and share it. Just go ahead and share it. You haven't heard 5 nuggets already? How about 3? How about 2? Then you should have put them in, well, the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook page where your nuggets go. But the invite is right up here. Just hit those. Hashtag BW Hangout. You missing it? Hashtag about to get started. Hashtag halfway through. Hashtag what you doing? Hashtag meet me at this party. Meet me at this party. Hashtag meet me at this party. Click the link below. Meet me at this party. Click the link below. Right? That's what you need to do, brothers and sisters. That's what you need to do, because times have escalated. Brothers and sisters, this title of this topic tonight is justice or else. No justice, no profits. It's time for us to refocus. And if we're already focused, turn that into laser focus on the instruction that we were given for the 10-10-15 20th anniversary of the Million Man March. The theme is, not was, is, because justice continues. It's justice or else. And we started a boycott during Christmas that is time to continue. And it's going to intensify, brother. So you're going to have to reach out to your friends and say, hey, man, we're not boycotting this. I got some information to share with you that I got on my text to me. It's a nationwide movement, but I'll share that with you later. We're trying to see if our brother going to come on. Let me see if he hit me, if he sent me a message. Nope. So he must be still, Rodney Assad Muhammad I'm talking about, our courage coach, must be still trying to get to his hotel and get on this broadcast. Brother Rodney Muhammad is a what I call it, a peak performance specialist, a coach. He coaches individuals on how to be the best they can be in life. If you're successful in life, sisters, brothers and sisters, it's hard not to be successful in business. It's hard not to be successful with your relationships if you're successful in life and you're focusing on being successful in life and not just in your career. Right? You use the proper way of handling people at work. You use, what is it, how to win and influence people at work. But when you come home, you don't use those strategies. You don't use those techniques. Right? So you're not using it for your life. You're using it for your career. And we have to use things for our life. We have to make a life commitment to certain things. We have to make a life commitment to be better people, not just at work, but better people everywhere we go. So when you come to Black Wealth Empowerment Live Google Hangout, you bring with you a standard of participation, a standard of involvement. See, some people, you don't have to tell them to share. You don't have to tell them to get involved. You don't have to tell them to go out and tell somebody. You don't have to tell certain people that, because they come with that standard. And I need for all the members to come with that standard, to bring people with you, to fire it up, to hype it up. Because that's what you do for other people will do for you. So if your business is not growing like you want it to grow, as fast as you want it to grow, implement that principle. Not for a minute, not for an hour, not for a day, but as a way of life, as a life principle. And eventually, folks will start promoting you. And eventually, folks will start participating in what you're doing. So often we want to flip this thing around and approach it backwards. This is what I'm doing. This is why I need your help. Turn that thing around, brothers and sisters, and help other people. Lift other people up. Right? That's why giving is so powerful for those that understand the law of giving. The law of giving. Paying it forward. Paying it forward, the definition, the act of kindness that you extend to somebody else and not looking for anything in return. You don't have to look for it because you know it's coming anyway. You only look for the bus because you don't know when it's going to arrive. You only look for the bus because you're trying to see how far it is. You only look for the bus because you're focused on getting where you want to go. And you're growing impatient. But when you know that the bus is coming, when you know that it's going to be on time, you just sit back so calm, Sister Brandy, get you a book. Well, we don't get, some of us still read books these days, but get your phone and flip through Facebook. Get your phone, flip through Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. When you know the bus is coming. When it comes to the laws and principles of God, he's more accurate than the bus. He's more assured than the bus. So you can rest and assure that if you sow enough of his principles out there in his universe, it's going to come back to you. Right? It might trickle to you. It might come to you in a nice stream and flow, or it might just dump on you, or it might do all the above because you've sown in like way. You trickled, so you get trickled. You send the stream, so you get stream, and you flood it like we're asking you to do by sharing. You flood it. Now the flood comes back to you. So brothers and sisters, go ahead and share. Share it again. Share it again. and again and again and again and again and again. Share and again and again and again and again and again and again. Looks like a dance, right? Share. Do the share dance. We used to have a flash mob dance, right, Sister Brand? Now we need to have a share, need to have a share dance. Share. See that? That means to share, right? All right, brothers and sisters, let's go ahead and get into the content. Share, share, share. Sister Brandy, we're going to swing it over her. She's going to share with you with something she was sharing with me before we opened up. And as Brother Rodney Assad Muhammad told you before, we don't script this stuff out. I might have some notes. He might have some notes. Rodney Assad, he doesn't have any notes, right? But we don't, you know, we don't get together and you know, cue things up of that nature. But she did say that her daughter is putting together a black business directory. Gonna swing it over to Sister Brandy so she can share that with us and any other thoughts she has as it pertains to justice or else, no justice, no profits. Rolling it over to you, Sister Brandy. Take it away.
Yes, sir, Brother Darrell. Thanks. Once again, we appreciate Brother Darrell taking the time out to, you know, just be an inspiration. I would just say for myself, I thank Brother Darrell for being an inspiration to me because, whoo, I'm telling you, 84 episodes. I don't even know what episode I'm on, but Brother Darrell has lasted, tried and true. So praise be to Allah. Thank you once again. As Brother Darrell stated, we have 3 children. Our oldest is Brett Baker, one. All my babies are branded. And so with that being said, some time ago, she had created a Black-owned directory. And so just recently, she's added to the Black-owned directory. So if you go on my page, you can see it, Brandy Muhammad. And what I said today was check out this amazing directory. Let's stop talking about supporting each other and do it today. She also has, if you want to reach out to her, you can find her at Jamie Michelle. And she also, on there, she has her website, the website listed, and it has a variety of online businesses with their website and then just businesses in general. She has local businesses, and then she also has national businesses. So if you know of any Black-owned businesses, any people that are, you know, making it happen, do it for self, let her know so she can add it to the website after she goes through her vetting process, whatever that may be. But definitely, it's Black-owned. All the people are, you know, Black-owned businesses. They've been in business for a day up to years, whatever it is. But when you take the time out to find the Black-owned businesses, find them and then actually do something, support them. I mean, it's just so much to do. So many people are doing the same thing. As we talked, as Brother Cinnamon Ishmael spoke earlier, and he talked about the Germans and the Greeks and the Italians and also the Japanese and Chinese. They support their own culture. We hear it so many times. How many times the dollar circulates in the community? Why can't we do the same thing? We could talk about it all day, but let's actually take the time out to find those Black-owned businesses, find those Black-owned banks, and support one another, because this is how we're going to thrive and succeed in life, just like other people have done so far. Brother Darrell, I think that's all I had as it related to that, except to say, once again, the title is No Justice, No Profit. So if you know there's not a business that's around your neighborhood that's not supporting you, you know, or supporting Black people or Black businesses, why continue to support them? I live right down the street from this one place, big, humongous grocery store, but around the corner there might be a Black-owned one. I need to support that Black-owned grocery store because they are that's the lifeline. You know, small businesses are the lifeline of any economy, and definitely we can support our own. It's even better. Praise be to Allah. Brother Darrell, that's all I have to say. My message tonight is support your own and definitely be yourself. I'll send it back to you, Brother Darrell.
All right. Thank you, Sister Brandy. And Mrs. Brandy, make sure you put that information in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group tonight and often. All right, tonight and often, and you know, bring her on next time. We're supposed to be bringing those bread bakers on. I guess we'll have to meet them in the kitchen. You got to take the laptop to the kitchen and see. So they can introduce themselves, and we can make this a family affair. You know, brothers and sisters, back in the day when we had, prior to integration, we had our own stores and stuff, and the children used to run around the stores and be in the back and helping out, and you know, and all that kind of stuff. We didn't make it separate back a long time, you know, not too long ago, but prior to integration, we didn't do that. But instead, we took integration instead, and now we have the enemy tell us have the, you know, daddy day at work, and I mean daughter day at work, and all that kind of stuff. But we were doing that when we had our own business. But we traded that for corporate America, for the white man's job, so he can tell you, bring your babies to school, so they can see how good of a slave, I mean how good of a worker you are, and that's what they should be when they grow up. All right. Look like we got our Courage Coach. Boy, Coach, he look like, was that a Maybach? What's that look like? Oh, I know my car. Now that's a Bugatti. Kurt look like Courage Coach. He leaned back, got his arm. That's that California lean right there. He must be in San Francisco somewhere. That's that California lean. Courage Coach, you there? Is that you or is that a mirage?
Yeah, yes, sir, Brother Daryl. It's me. Praise be to Allah. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. This is Rodney Assad Muhammad, your Courage Coach. Now, if you can tell, or if you can't tell, I am actually driving right now. I'm actually in motion. I'm driving down the highway, but this is how we roll. This is how we roll on BWE. We don't, hold on, my GPS girl's talking to me. I said, in BWE, we don't make no excuses. We don't make no. So I'm driving right now. I'm in San Francisco, California, and I'm actually trying to make my way to go get some water and things like that because, you know, I tell you about is you have to be healthy. You have to maintain a good health. And something Sister Brandy just mentioned that really strikes a chord in my heart is that, you know, in a lot of our communities, there are these food deserts. There are these food deserts where you can get in a certain community and you actually have to travel a great distance to get to an actual grocery store. You know, you have to travel a great distance to get to an actual grocery. You want to make sure that if you don't have a grocery store in your area, you want to try to find a patch of land, just a small patch of land that you can grow some food. If you can't find a patch thing, Brother Daryl, you said no justice, no profits, right? No justice, no profits. One thing, I had a conversation with one of the believers just maybe a couple days ago about that very concept. I said one of the things we also want to do is we want to also try to find ways to assist those who own, and I say, quote, black businesses, those who are trying to do business, trying to service the community. We want to help them by also assisting them in seeing the value in connecting with people in other countries, other lands, so we can bring these products in. I just thought about that this morning, Brother Daryl. We don't make our own underwear. We don't make our own drawers, y'all. So sister want to get a nice little set, you know, top and bottom set, you got to buy from somebody else. Now, if Victoria start putting in some extras, then we like our native brothers and sisters, and we got smallpox in the drawers now. Hello, somebody. I mean, come on, we got to keep it real. I mean, if these people are murderers, and they are, then how far are they willing to go? If you rocking Hanes and you say, oh, yeah, Hanes is the way to go, I'm going to park the car real quick. Hanes is the way to go. They just say, all right, we're just going to target the Hanes and just make sure that, you know, use our bioweapons to get them in the Hanes. We have to get serious about this thing. It's not so much just, hey, you know, hey, I'm going to buy black, but I also want to encourage my black business internationally. There are countries and organizations across the globe that want to do business with us because of the economics. Now, may not be about love. It may not be, oh, they care about the black cause. I don't know about that so much. But I do know they want economics, and they know we are an economic powerhouse. And so if we go as responsible, respectable people, dignified folk, ready to do real business, I believe there are countries and companies across the globe that want to do business with us. But you got to be willing to step up your game, or you got to be just even have the audacity to think you can do it, that you can play at that level. Brothers and sisters, it's not difficult. It's just really about stepping out there and saying, you know what, I'm going to take a trip to China. I'm going to take a trip to Japan. I'm going to take a trip whatever. And there's some major manufacturers there that can manufacture my product at a good rate with using the ingredients that I want, right? And you got to be willing to go there and check. That's where some companies lost it. They were just having people produce their stuff and wasn't checking on the quality and the workers and things like that. And then you get called to the carpet because they're using slave labor and child labor and other things. So brothers and sisters, definitely support black business. But the thing we want to keep in mind that, yes, no justice, no profit, but unless you can talk to the carpet, the major players in the game, yes, you might be actually, so Pookie and them might not have a job next to that. So if Pook and them work at the place we're boycotting, and Pook them out of work, what happened to Pook them? He said, well, they can go to black business to get hired. Unless we're doing that kind of level of business, we can hire those 20, 30, 40, 50, 100-some people that just got unemployed. Then we got to rethink the strategy completely and make it a holistic approach, not a reactionary. So our approach has to be multi-pronged. Not reactionary, but realistic and holistic. You can boycott that business today, and Putin them can be out of work tomorrow, but then Putin them gonna be in your house trying to get them products you did buy. Putin them ain't got a way to feed their families. So we got to make sure it's a holistic approach, and always do this. One thing I loved about our brother Steve Coakley. Some of you might have known about our brother is this. Brother Steve say, name the names. And one thing he always encouraged those who would deal with this kind of stuff to do is go to the root of who is the big in the game. If you're going to boycott a company, find out. See, you can be taken from one hand and just put it in the other hand. You got to know who all the players are. If that company I'm going to support now is buying their products from them at a wholesale rate, I'm not boycotting them, really. I'm just kind of redistributing the wealth, and that's fine. We want to support those who look like us first and foremost. Even if they're getting the products from the very same people, we want to say we want to go out of business. Well, I'll leave you with this point, you all. There was an organization that we used to do business with when I had the pie business, and they did boxes and stuff. And they were the only people in town you can get the boxes in, from with this color at that rate. And they knew it, Jewish owned, and they knew it, and they charged what they charged. And if you didn't like it, hey, whatever. But you couldn't go no place else, and they knew that. And so if you wanted to sell boxes, you could sell boxes to somebody else if you want, because that's what everybody else was doing. They were buying it from them because they were the only game in town, and they were retailing out to other people as wholesale. But that wasn't true wholesale. So just know this. When you buy from a wholesaler, they're just middlemen, just like everybody. They're not manufacturing those products. They're buying them for a cheaper rate than somebody else. They say, hey, we're a wholesaler. And they sell it to us at a lower rate than you probably could get it going to the main store to get it. But see, it's a game. So think to always go to the root cause of the problem. The police, how do they get their funding, Brother Daryl? How do they get their funding, Sister Brandy? Is it Walmart that funds the police? They may support them, but we want to go, if the police is our problem and they're the murderers, then we need to find out who's paying them. Then maybe we need to stop paying our property taxes. Hello, somebody. See, we got to find out where they get their money from, and that's how you target them folks. Walmart take a hit, some people lose their job. But Walmart saying, well, what we got to do with it? Now, we got to do with it because one of our brothers, John Crawford, died in your store, and I don't know what y'all did about it. That's why we want to hit y'all up. But on the other side, if the police is our problem, then we got to find out how the police, if it's that bond measure, then we need to get everybody together and do a repeal of that bond measure that got passed that funded the police agents. Oh, come on. You want to play war games, play chess, then you got to be willing to move the right pieces at the right time to get rid of the right players. I'm riding inside Muhammad, your courage coach. Remember, no matter what else you do in life, you got to always remember to cultivate the courage to roar and go for the big pieces on the board. Peace, y'all. Brother Daryl, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Courage Coach, as always. Like Michael Jordan, he'll never let you down. He'll never let you down. That was powerful, brother. So that's powerful. See, this thing that we have to do to be free economically, it's so big, right? It's so big that we all can get in somewhere. We all get in somewhere. What the Courage Coach just shared with you, see, like he said, that's chessboard playing right there. That's chessboard playing. But unfortunately, most of us still playing checkers. We're still playing checkers. Now, this is something I've started to say recently, is that we have to stop playing checkers on a chessboard. We're playing checkers on a chessboard. No matter how many times you king that checker piece, it'll never have as much power as a knight or whatever the other pieces are in chess, right? We have to do that, brothers and sisters. We have to do that. Now, we have to understand that what we asked and the minister asked us to do in 10-10-15 boycott, that's the first step. That's the first step in a baby learning how to walk, learning how to run. That's the first step. You got to get that first step good. You can't walk if you're still wobbling on your first steps. You're one steps at a time. You're still weak and wobbling. Then we can't run. We can't run. So what we're talking about here, brothers and sisters, is justice or else. No justice, no profit. Is that we got to start where we are. Since we're the #1 consumers on the planet, black people on the planet. Black people in America are the #1 consumers on the planet. We spend everything we have. I would probably say, Brother Rodney, aside, if we went to some brother in the remote parts of Africa, I'll bet you say they at least not have enough sense to have something stored up, right? Have something that they put away for a rainy day, or if the hunting gets kind of slim. Brothers and sisters, since we're the number one consumers, black people in America are the number one consumers in the world. You start where you at. You start right where you are. You start with consumerism, pulling back our dollars. Why? To send a signal, to let them know that a new day is coming. Let them know. See, God is merciful, right? He gives you warnings. Let them know that a new day is ahead. Let them know that you better rearrange your financing on your stuff, because if we continue in this direction, you're going to be without some money forever. So you need to do a little bit better on your export and import or whatever you need to do. But here's what we need to do, brothers and sisters. We need to continue the path that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan put us on. I didn't hear any different instructions, any new instructions. He told us to boycott and shift that money to black businesses. We talk about here often. I'll give it to you right now for those watching live and on the replay. AbleNetwork.com. AbleNetwork.com. Go there and buy your foods, right? Buy enough to start storing up, right? Because it might take a week or two before it gets to you. So don't buy enough. See, you got to change your mentality. Don't buy it as if when it runs low, you can go to the store and get it and replenish it right away. Not when you're talking about shipment is concerned. It's not on a retail shelf. So get enough for two orders. And then when the one order go down, get enough for 2 more orders. That's what planning does for you. We'll never be free, brothers, sisters. If we don't know how to plan, we're poor planners, right? Our success will fall along the wayside because we can't plan. So continue to boycott and shift. With Rodney Assad Muhammad's right. See, you got to shift. You shift, right? If I need toilet paper, we all need toilet paper. I'm going to stop buying white folks toilet paper and then shift and get toilet paper from where? From nowhere? As Mr. Fargas said before, that'd be a brown day in black America. See, so we have to be intelligent. Especially, it's easy to shift. It's easy to boycott items that you really don't need. Don't need. Now, the items that you need, be intelligent enough to boycott them and buy it from a black person, a black distributor. AbleNetwork.com, FreedomPaperCompany.com. So yeah, now you can stop boycotting Charmin. Boycotting Charmin, and now you can get FreedomPaperCompany.com. FreedomPaperCompany.com. Boycott Charmin. Let that be your last few rolls you got right now. See, it's a lot we have to do. And we talk about holding folks accountable. So when somebody brings some Charmin in after you done bought your Freedom Paper, you fuss. You know, we like to fuss. That's part of boycotting. That's part of protesting and marching, Brother Rodney and Sister Brandy. We like to fuss and raise hell. We raise hell. We ain't trying to raise no heaven. We got to hold folks accountable in your household. If you can't hold folks accountable in your household, then you're not qualified to run the community, right? You're not qualified. So take that back. Say, honey, we're not patronizing Charmin. We're patronizing Freedom Paper Company. You got the receipt? Okay, good. Let me go get the. Now that's because you can't run out. You got to have some planning, right? So that's what we need to do, brother. Since I got a text, I want to share it with you and encourage you. Let's do this. I said you start with the products that you don't need, that you don't necessarily need, like the ones that I'm about to mention to you here. But black folks buy. See, the reason why we're broke because we give all our money away. They're starting a national boycott. The first one is going to be August 8th. Let me see. As of July 8th, that's a couple of days ago, going to boycott Target for 30 days. And then August 8th, we're going to boycott Coca-Cola. See, it said Coca-Cola products. Okay, Coca-Cola sell more than Coca-Cola soda. Right? So you got to do some research, brothers and sisters. Put in there, Google Coca-Cola products and see what comes up. And then they'll find out, Coach and Sister Brandy, oh man, that's my chips. That's my chips. That's my orange juice. Well, you can get orange juice from ablenetwork.com, right? So starting July 8th for 30 days, boycott Target. Well, I'm going to get my clothes from. Where I'm going to get my, like Coach said, where I'm going to get my drawers from. But we buy so much unnecessary stuff. That's why we're the treasure chest of everybody that comes into America. They come to the black community and they get rich. We leave the black community and never get rich. All right. Then August 8th is Coca-Cola products. And then last but not least, they're asking everybody to put $100 in black-owned banks, such as Citizens Bank, One Nation, or any other black bank in your area. $100. See, brother, says you learn here at Black Wealth Empowerment, and any competent financial advisor would tell you you should have a savings account separate from your other money, so it won't be easily accessible, that you contribute on a regular monthly basis. Well, most of us never do that. So here's an opportunity to kill two birds with one stone. You do the right thing by you, by saving, developing the habit of saving, and then you do right by our people by putting it in a black bank. See, brother, so this is just the beginning. This is the beginning of sending a message, and it's the beginning of developing the discipline. The discipline. See, it starts with little increments, little small victories. So boycotting is the baby step. It's the crawling step to walking, to standing, and being completely financially, economically free as a people. As a people, brothers and sisters. Justice or else, no justice, no profits. It's time for you and I to take it to another level. If not, we'll go down in history as being hypocrites, saying that we believe in something, and very, 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 very weak with our action. There's no excuse why you can't buy toilet paper from your brother. There's no excuse why you can't go to ablenetwork.com and buy your chicken, right? Better than Whole Foods. Right? No MSG, no growth hormones. Buy your salmon, buy your whiting that's been tested for over 80 pesticides and pollutions and parasites. 80 plus. Get your broccoli now, your orange juice, your seasoning salt that has no sodium in it. That's all that's black produced, black owned. And there's coffee there, brothers and sisters. But here's the thing we have to understand as conscious consumers. See, if we're truly conscious, Coach and Sister Brandy, if we're conscious like we think we are, then you'll be a conscious consumer. Can't be conscious of no black power and no black history, and then you're not a conscious consumer. What kind of consciousness is that? It don't bleed over into your purchases, your consumerism. We white folks when it comes to consumer, but when it comes to rhetoric, we black power. How many of those folks marching and circulating the black dollars? None, because it don't stay in our community an hour. Here's what I'm saying about conscious consumer. You got to understand, brothers and sisters, that you know, it may not be at the same standard and par yet as the greater society, because we're coming from a deficit. Charmin didn't start off like that, right? The automobile didn't start off like that Bentley that brother Rodney Assad driving in. It didn't start off like that. It didn't look like that. So how are we supposed? We just see we've been delusioned to think that just overnight we free, overnight we equal to white people. Brother Ishmael talked about that today. Just snap of a finger. So you believe in magic and hocus pocus and suspicion. We just gonna be equal to white folks like that with nothing. So don't expect it to be as high as it is right now. Expect that it'll get there if you make a commitment, I make a commitment, we support it, and go to our brothers and sisters in love and inspire them to do the same. See, it can easily get there quickly if they pull their resources, Courage Coach, and bought in bulk. If one of them went to Japan and negotiated the like you say, the sheets for your bed, drawers, underwear as they call it, right? And negotiate that for the black community. But we all got to subscribe to the code of conduct, Dr. Claude Anderson says, a code of conduct. How we're going to act as black people as consumers for the betterment of a whole, and how we're going to act as entrepreneurs, black entrepreneurs, for the betterment of a whole. And if any one of those two groups break that code of conduct, there should be a consequence. And that's coming soon, brothers and sisters, because we have no choice. So that's our broadcast for tonight. We went a little bit over. I'm going to swing it over to Sister Brandy for closing words, Rodney aside, and then I'm going to tell you good night. Sister Brandy, closing words.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Brother Darrell. Thank you again. Welcome, Brother Rodney aside. Glad you made it at the last hour or 5 minutes or so. Praise be to Allah. Brother Darrell and Brother Rodney, members, it has been an awesome hour of power. Once again, as Brother Darrell said, we went over a pinch. But with that being said, it was awesome experience, great nuggets, great information. Take the time out in the next few days to go back and hear the replay, because there's lots of nuggets in there, lots of information that you want to share with your friends and your family. Let them know. Next week we start again, 6 o'clock Central Standard Time, 7 o'clock my time in Columbus, Ohio. We have to be on it. We got to get pushing, get the information shared, because, hey, the time is at hand. We don't have all day. We're not going to be here forever. I don't know. Brother Darrell said we're at 84. We might be at 150, but we're not going to do it forever if it pleases God. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, may you all have a great evening. Continue to stay encouraged and be blessed. Have a great night. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you, Sister Brandy. Courage Coach, you still there?
Yes, sir. I am still here, Brother Darrell. Thank you all for joining us once again for this live Google Hangout with Black Wealth Empowerment. I'm Rodney Assad Muhammad. Just heard from our Sister Brandy Muhammad. Listen, everybody, you got to get serious about this. This is not a game. Our life is not a joke, and this is real life. And I always had this saying, Brother Darrell, Sister Brandy, you only get 1/4 in the machine. This is back in the day, you know, we played video games and pinball. So you only get 1/4 in the machine. You better press all the buttons and pull all the knobs you can, because you don't get an extra man or woman. There ain't no free replay coming. You got to do it. We got to do it. We got to do it now, brothers and sisters. You don't have to pontificate. You ain't got to figure it out all the way. Just if you have the idea, just move out, start going in that general direction, and you'll work it out as you go along. You'll get data that you can glean to develop and grow and enhance. But first thing is motion, then order. We try to worry about the order first and then motion. That's a bad way to deal with it, brothers and sisters. So with Black Wealth Empowerment, when you have an idea, something that hits your mind from the broadcast, a nugget, that's something you glean from it, move out on it. Don't think about it. Don't try to figure it out. Just go, and you'll figure it out along the way. I promise you, that's how it works. Everything of greatness is built that way. You just have an idea, start going in that direction. You'll find people and things will start to come into your conscious awareness that'll get you to where you're trying to go ultimately. But you got to be willing to take that broadcast. Those of you watching the rebroadcast, thank you. Get on the live broadcast. We want to hear from you in a live in the Facebook group. And we want to hear from you live. We want to talk to you and communicate with you. Those of you that haven't got their free 30-minute coaching, we're about to shut down the whole 30-minute free coaching system in a minute. So you all want to get that in. If you haven't gotten your free 30-minute coaching, go ahead and get that in. Make that request to any one of us, and we'll make sure we get that taken care of. All right. Thank you again, Brother Darrell, for the platform. Thank you, Sister Brandy. Excuse me, you all, for the lateness. I was flying and whatnot, and you all go after it. Make it happen. I'm Rodney Assad Muhammad, your Courage Coach. Peace. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you, Courage Coach. Appreciate you. Appreciate Sister Brandy, and appreciate you, brothers and sisters, that showed up. They say showing up is half the battle. But once you show up, now it's time to go to work. It's time for all of us to put our shoulder to the plow and go to work. God is waiting on us. He has things in place for us. He's waiting on us, brothers and sisters. There's many called, but a few are chosen. And you were chosen to be on this broadcast tonight. You were chosen to watch the replay. So act like a chosen people supposed to act. One who believes in the promise of God and is walking in full faith. Brothers and sisters, we're here to inspire you, but you got to do the work. Join us in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Touch base. Make some new friends. Network. Because the only way we're going to be free is that we all have to work together. And if we're all not free, none of us are free. Justice or else, no justice, no profit, boycott. Boycott those products. Start off with the ones you don't need. And then boycott the ones that we can boycott and buy their product from our brother and our sister. That's intelligence. That's a conscious consumer. Until next time, brothers and sisters, we'll see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our community deserves your very best, and they deserve freedom, and freedom now. Take care.